What's up guys, my name is Westie, and here I am bringing you my initial thoughts on the new DLC for Battlefield 3, Endgame. Now, I've played around 12 hours of this DLC so far, and I can safely say that the most entertaining game mode for me is Capture the Flag. Now, you'll notice a lot of my uncut footage, in fact probably all of it, was from Capture the Flag, apart from the dropship footage, and I'm really enjoying this game mode. Obviously, you know the idea of Capture the Flag. You drive into the enemy base, pick up their flag, and take it back to your own. But the idea is, in this, is if the enemy has control of your flag, then you can't drop it back in your own base. And what basically ensues is a complete and utter disarray of people going left, right and centre, flying across the map, flying after one flag, trying to defend the other. Dirt bikes are going everywhere. There's one lav trying to take out people. There's an attack helicopter raining down on dirt bikes that have got C4 attached to them. Explosions everywhere. Oh, it's just amazing. And I think part of this carnage has got to do with the fact that people don't really know where they're going. The maps are rather large. Now, we were previously told that they were going to be along the same size as Operation Firestorm and Caspian Border, but I have to say 3 of those 4 maps are quite a lot bigger than that. And to my knowledge, the biggest so far is Keosar Railroad, being as how there is a giant railroad going right across the middle of it, and it's very straight, the map. It's about 700 metres between each capture point on Capture the Flag. Of course, I can only limit my knowledge to PS3 as that's the only platform that Battlefield 3 Endgame is actually out for. So all I can say is that the maps are quite large and it feels a bit like Armored Kill did on PS3. There's just simply not enough players in the game to be able to cover all the flanking routes that are available in Capture the Flag, and the same for Conquest as well. I think when this game comes out on PC in about 5 days time, you'll see that the maps tend to be utilised a hell of a lot better than they are in PS3. Like I said with Keosar Railroad, there's a giant train track right through the middle of it. That seems to be the focal point for the whole map. People just use it to go along. They don't tend to flank right up around in the hills and down by the lake. They just use the railroad in the middle. And the same is true for pretty much every other map. In Abandoned Flats, there are 2 fields that you go in between the Capture the Flag points. Again, people just use those to go all the way around. You'll find the only people using the road on the left-hand side of the map is really the new Humvee and the Vodnik. Okay, next topic, air superiority. Now, I've dived into all of one game of air superiority, and I don't fly jets very well at the best of times, but for this, for me, was just complete and utter carnage. I'd have to say that you need to be a somewhat mediocre jet pilot to even stand a chance in here, because there are plenty of people who know how to fly jets that are playing this game mode and just taking people out all across the map. Now, the game I jumped into was on Nabandan Flats, and that's the one with the giant wind farm on it, and I found that a lot of the fighting areas were fought around that sort of wind farm area because it was hard to manoeuvre through it so that you could try and throw the enemy off your tail. But really for me, all that meant was me just crashing into the turbines. So basically, if you want to stand a chance in this, you need to train yourself up in jets, and probably this is the best place to do it. If you can stand being killed about 20 times during the game, but be getting a few kills more each game you play, then this game mode will help you get better in jets. But for me, I'm going to steer clear of it because I'm not really a jet flyer anyway. It really caters to the hardcore like jet and flying fans that were back in 1943 when this air superiority game mode was actually introduced. So a lot of people are really enjoying it, but then at the same time a lot of other people don't like it as well. But lots of people are asking me to give it a general sum up for this whole DLC after me just having played about 12 hours. And all I can say is it's fast, explosive and fun. Fast being Capture the Flag. Pretty much those dirt bikes can get you from one side of the map to the other in about 20 seconds. They're extremely fast, and it makes for a hell of a lot of fun. Quick getaways, quick turnarounds, back up and down the map all the time, flag changing hands. It's brilliant fun. The explosive part is obviously taking through with scout helicopters, taking people out from the skies. You've got people with C4 on the dirt bikes. You've got the new lightweight AAs, which are firing sort of like homing missiles up to the scout helicopters, and then free firing them down onto the dirt bikes and infantry as well. Grenades going off everywhere. It's really good fun. But the only thing that I think really lets it down is the PS3's player count. As I've already said, I can only take my opinions based on what I've played. And I just think that the maps are just slightly too large for console players because there's just not enough players to fill the map. But as I've already said, I think PC is going to sort that problem out, and plenty of 64-man Capture the Flags is going to make for some really interesting games, plenty of roadblocks, and going to be even more explosive than on PS3. So I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed the gameplay in the background as well. If you want to see more of that, don't forget to jump over to my channel. And don't forget to give this video a like so other people can see what's going on in Endgame at the moment and what my thoughts are. And then maybe if you've played the DLC as well, you could drop down in the comments how you're feeling about it too. So I've been Westie, hope you've enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one.